Welcome to the wild side of tennis at the French Open, where the sport's usually quiet atmosphere turns into a frenzy. Imagine bands playing in the stands, crowds chanting, and the pressure mounting. This is not your typical tennis match. Stay tuned to find out how it all unfolds. In today's video, we'll explore the surprising and intense environment at the French Open. How does a brass band change the game for players like Ben Shelton? What makes the French Open's atmosphere so different from Wimbledon? Can the crowd's energy really influence the outcome of a match? Let's dive in and find out. To start, let's talk about the brass band that surprised Ben Shelton. Walking onto court 14 to face Hugo Gaston from France, Shelton found himself in a chaotic, noisy arena. "This is the first time I've come out to a tennis match and heard a band playing in the stands," said Shelton. Used to rowdy college crowds at the University of Florida, Shelton thought he had seen it all. But Roland Garros takes it to another level, with a bass drum, trumpets, and horns rallying the crowd to distract him with faults and errors. Curious about how this impacts the game? Let's dive deeper. The French Open's unique atmosphere is a mix of tennis and a wild soccer match. Unlike Wimbledon's strict standards, Roland Garros allows a more relaxed and fun environment for a few weeks each year. Players and fans love it. Denis Shapovalov, for example, felt the crowd's enthusiasm during his match against Luca van Asch. Shapovalov enjoyed the rowdy support, even though it was against him. "Pretty fun as a tennis player, even though it was against me," he said. But what happens when the crowd crosses the line? Let's see how other players handle it. Some players, like Belgium's David Goffin, find the crowd's behavior disrespectful. After winning a tough 5-set match against France's Giovanni Mapecci-Pericard, Goffin was upset by the taunting. He even compared it to soccer fans' behavior, saying it doesn't belong in tennis. Goffin's reaction highlights the tension between maintaining tennis etiquette and embracing passionate support. How does this balance play out for players like Iga Swiatek? World number 1 Iga Swiatek experienced the loud, distracting crowd during her 3-set victory over Naomi Osaka. She gently scolded the crowd for making noise during points, stressing the importance of maintaining tennis decorum. However, some players like Frances Tiafoe believe that the expectation of silence should be left behind. Swiatek's experience shows the fine line between crowd enthusiasm and maintaining fair play. So what measures are taken to control the crowd? Let's explore the tournament director's response. This situation led tournament director Amelie Mauresmo to ban alcohol in the stands and put umpires and security officials on high alert. Fans getting emotional during points isn't punishable unless it's meant to distract a specific player, Mauresmo said. "If you throw something at a player that's black and white, you're out. Expressing emotions during a point isn't the same thing." These aims measure to balance crowd enthusiasm with fair play. But how do these changes affect the overall atmosphere of the tournament? The unique environment of the French Open is part of what makes it special. Home court advantage is significant in the Grand Slams, but only players from a few countries experience it. This year, unusual matchups like Rafael Nadal versus Alexander Zverev and Swiatek versus Osaka in the early rounds added to the high emotions. When Andy Murray won his first Wimbledon final in 2013, the crowd's intense reaction showed how home court can support and elevate the game. The home court energy can significantly impact a player's performance, both positively and negatively. Let's look at another instance where the crowd's influence played a crucial role. Petar Popovic, the coach of Corentin Moutet, used the home crowd to their advantage in a first-round match against Nicolas Jarry, a strong Chilean player who had just made it to the finals in Rome. Back in February, a loud crowd in Chile had made things tough for Moutet. Popovic told the press he wanted the French crowd to get some payback. And they did, teasing Jarry for every mistake, breaking his focus and spirit, turning Court Simone Mathieu into a noisy arena. Moutet won in 4 sets, including 6-0 in the last. The home crowd support can be a game changer, helping players overcome tough opponents. But even with all this support, there are limits. What does history tell us about French players at the French Open? Despite strong support from the crowd, the last French woman to win the French Open was Mary Pierce in 2000, and a French man hasn't won since Yannick Noah in 1983. Other players are simply better, which shows that crowd support can only go so far. This highlights the need for skill and resilience in addition to crowd support to win major tournaments. Let's dive into another fascinating aspect of the French Open's lively atmosphere. The band La Banda Paname plays a big role in creating this unique environment. There are a group of about 50 musicians who bring energy and entertainment to various sports events in the area. BNP Paribas, a major sponsor of tennis and the French Open, hired them under the name We Are Tennis. Their job is to create noise, support France, and support the sport. They know when to stop to maintain Denis decorum. The band's involvement shows how the French Open blends tradition with vibrant fan engagement, enhancing the overall experience. The band moved from court to court, supporting French players and creating a lively environment. Even when one of their French players lost, the crowd's energy remained high, showing the powerful impact of fan support. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the French Open's unique atmosphere, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Tennis Tenacity, for more tennis insights. We love hearing from our community, so let us know in the comments, how do you feel about the passionate crowds at the French Open? Do you think other tournaments should adopt a similar approach? Or is this unique to Roland Garros? Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, check out our other videos for more exciting tennis content, including player interviews, match analysis, and behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite tournaments. We'll see you in the next video. Once again, thank you for watching Tennis Tenacity.